It's finally here. It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. It's time for CCUK Resin Q&A Live, sponsored by apexresin.co.uk. Don't forget, use my discount code CCUK, save some money. That's right. Tonight and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. we're going live on the only resin talk show where you meet your favorite artists and creators behind the gloves. CCUK Resin Q&A Live. We'll be talking with fellow resin artists and creators and answering all of your questions live. Make sure you stick around. Ask all your questions in caps lock. Get involved, share this video with your friends and family, and enjoy the show. And with that, I'd also like to take a moment to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported this channel, guests, sponsors, members, and subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. We all grow together. The more questions you ask, the better the live will be. So be creative and ask away. Make sure at the end of the video you give it a thumbs up and comment. That's how we all keep growing. But for now, sit back, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, hello. It's Tuesday. It's 8 p.m. Resin Q&A Live is back. I did have a week off last week because I was in Turkey. Apologies. Even I need a chance to recharge the batteries. As you can probably see, I'm a few shades darker thanks to the sunshine out there. But it is so good to be back. I've missed everybody in this community. It's been a week without you, and it's been bizarre. And I see there's already been some changes looking in chat as well. I see a few name changes and things like that. Lynn, I'm looking at you. But thanks, everyone, for being here. You know the format. We've got an amazing resin artist coming on. We've got Audrey coming on from Angels Crafts. And Be Nice, she's been a little bit nervous about coming on, but I can't wait to meet her. I've been watching a video. She's very new as well. So everybody, please support her by going to a channel and supporting her by just clicking that subscribe button. It's free and it's the way we all grow. But without further ado, just one quick reminder as well. Questions in caps lock. If I do cough tonight, I apologize as well. I'm still getting over the lurgy that I got back on the plane. But I'm excited to be here with everyone, and especially Audrey. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Oh, my stomach is going 90 to the dozen right now.
You don't need to worry. It's just a chat, you know? And usually everybody in the audience is usually nice, so you don't need to worry.
Yeah, no, I watch them when they're on other.
So I think just to start us off, there's my mama. Is Lilith your child, or?
Yeah, she is. She's my.
Hi, Lilith. Nice to meet you. I bet you're very proud of your mum. But no, do you know what? It's been great because we've been talking since before you had a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And it's great to see that. For me, you're the whole reason I do all of this. It's so that hopefully it gives people the confidence to just go on camera and start, you know, because you never know where it's going to go. And it just makes me smile to think that I knew you before you'd even got into YouTube or anything like that. And now you're here on a live, you know, it's amazing. And again, you should be proud of what you've achieved already as well. So, I mean, but before we go further, do you want to just give your channel a shout out so people know where to go to subscribe? And then just talk about what got you into resin and what got you into YouTube.
Resin, my resin channel is Angels Crafts. I've been doing it just over 2 months now. My mum bought a kit after watching Steve McDonald. She was playing with it, and I saw her playing with her one, and I thought, well, that looks like fun. I'm going to give it a try. So that's where that started from. YouTube, well, that's a hard one. I became a follower for the Steve McDonald and then Claire at Claire's Crafty Corner, and then
Yeah, everyone, just to stop you there, Audrey. Sorry, is there any way you can turn up your microphone volume a little bit?
I have no idea how to. Hold on 1 second. Microphone. Is that any better?
That's a lot better. Yeah. Sorry, it's just a few people in chat were just saying that they couldn't quite hear. So that's better. I can hear you now. You're close to the microphone. So yeah. So do you want to go through that again? Sorry for anyone that missed it.
Yeah. My channel's Angels Crafts. I got into
With a Z.
With a Z, yes. I got into resin because my mum had been watching Steve McDonald, and she bought a kit, and I saw her playing with it, and I thought, oh, I want to try that. So I did.
Yeah.
And I got onto YouTube after watching one of Steve's videos, and I thought about it and thought about it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I can't do that. And then I started watching Lula at their Goblin Art and yourself, and I was like, I hummed and hawed and had about it for a long time. I thought, oh, let's just do it.
Yeah, and do you know what everyone's putting? They all think you're awesome. And again, your first video is amazing. So that was your first video, that witch's cauldron pot. You know, go if you look at my channel, my first video, it was absolutely rubbish. So you're already starting probably 20, 30 times better than I did. So you're brilliant. So
I'm starting 20, 30 months after everybody else. I'm just sort of jumping on the back of the train. So
I think we've got your niece in as well. Sorry, I think is Katie your niece?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Katie in chat as well. Katie Anderson. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Getting the family support tonight. That's great.
Yeah.
Julie's Anne's asking if that is a Scottish accent.
It certainly is 100%.
I thought it was. But no, so talk to me about, obviously you saw your mum playing around with it and then you wanted to get into it. What was that first kit that you bought?
I think it was one of the little tea expert one with the 2 tiny bottles in a little mold.
Yeah.
And it started for there.
And how did that first make go?
Not too bad. Had a few bubbles. I didn't know about mica powders and all that kind of stuff, so it was just coloured resin and I think it was a little tiny coaster mold.
Yeah.
So it was used in that first. So I then got another mold and then another mold, and I'm not revealing how many molds I've got now.
I know that feeling. They take up most of my living room.
Yeah, they're just abundant, absolutely abundant.
So again, your logo on your channel, I think, is the dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, that was one of the first proper things I created.
Yeah, I love that. I love the way that turned out.
Yeah, I loved the colouring on it, and I just thought, well, I've got the photo, so I took the background out and put just a plain colour in it and used that for my logo.
Oh, we've got somebody else that's new. Is this one of your friends as well, Macra Coca?
No, that's my husband.
Oh, hello. Hi, Audrey's husband. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, so talk to me, I suppose, what when you first started your video to now, because I think you've done about 20 videos you've done now?
Oh, no, probably about 9.
About 10.
Yeah.
So is it easier now?
It's a little easier because I know little bits that I should stop the video on so that it's like the cuts rather than having to go through all the editing, which my husband does. I do little cuts so that it tries to shorten the video down, so I'm getting better at that.
Yeah.
I'm not update the voiceover yet because I keep forgetting what I'm doing, and then I'm like, we will throw up in the videos. That's just not what to say.
Okay. So I suppose one of the first questions that people usually ask, and I'm going to get ahead of everybody else here by asking this, is there a particular artist that you watched on YouTube, for example, that you watched that sort of inspired some of your pieces?
Inspired pieces, no, but I have to say that Lula and Steph at Highland Homemade Crafts were the two that gave me that final, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah. Lula's great as well, and Steph. They both are at supporting everybody as well. And we were talking before the live, actually. I said that's one of the great things about this whole community. It's about the way we all support each other. And I don't think there's many bad apples out there, which is great. And again, you might get the odd comment and things like that. I still get the odd comment, but just ignore it, And I think that the majority of the people in this community just want to help each other grow, help each other, I suppose, be a bit more confident with what they're doing as well. And I think that makes a massive difference to people.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And I think, I don't know if you're the same as me, but I think my artwork or my resin craft or whatever, it's where I go to switch off from the rest of the world. And it's great that you can just focus on something for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Forget whatever else is happening.
Especially if you're doing like the resin creep, you can demold it quicker, so you've got that pleasure of seeing your creation rather than waiting 24 hours before you can demold it and see what it looks like.
Yeah, Katie's saying his OCD's kicking in because my clock's the wrong time, and I tell you why. It's because the time went when I was abroad and I hadn't reset the time. For some reason, I'd nudged the remote to the digital clock and I never changed it back. So I will change it back for next week, Katie. So don't stress. So I suppose resin wise, is there a piece that you've not done yet that you're really excited and want to try?
There is one, and it's sitting on my table at the moment because I found it the other day. I bought it about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
I started it, but I have been so scared to do it because I didn't want to mess it up. But that's going to be not this video that's just about to get done, but the next one.
Okay. Is it quite a sentimental piece, I'm guessing, or?
No, it's just one of those pieces, it's one of the things that we've done once as a family, but we do usually do board games, and one time we did D&D, so it's D&D related.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for any of the family that know the game, but I'm not going to ruin it.
Well, I'm sure you'll get there. I'm sure you'll do it. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. I think that's the thing as well with resin. It never always goes the way that you expect. And I mean, if you ask Lisa, I was talking to her before this live, and I was really silly. So I got some new molds in the post today, and they're just little Christmas ornament molds. And I thought, you know what? I think I've got time to do a pour before the live. And I didn't really. I had like 40 minutes, and that wasn't enough. So I used a fast cure resin, and I did it in a hot bath, thinking that that's going to help me mix it and get any bubbles out, things like that. So I did that. And then when I started, because I wanted to do mini blooms in these ornaments, the resin was already at 42 degrees. And I was like, this just isn't going to work. And then halfway through the project, I didn't fill 2 of the molds because I got a set of 12. And then it started curing on me halfway through. And I was like, no. But do you know what? It's all part of the fun. I'm still going to put the video out. So I think people will hopefully see that sometimes we all make mistakes, but sometimes they can still turn out to be nice pieces.
Yeah, definitely. Good to show that we're not perfect.
We're only human after all. So I suppose, where do you want your channel to go? What is your ambition for your channel? What do you want to happen with it?
I never really had any ambition for it. I just thought I would try it out. You could have knocked me down my feather after that first video went out and I had 12 subs. I certainly wasn't expecting that to happen, and now, finding out last night, I've now got 50 subs.
Yeah.
Way
You
more.
doubled pretty much in 24 hours.
Yeah, it's not anything that I would expected. I'm just going to continue making art and letting people see it, and it's not always going to be just resin.
Yeah. I think, and do you know what? Just enjoy it. That's my biggest piece of advice to anybody that does YouTube or anything like that. Your videos don't have to be perfect, although yours are really good. And genuinely, I've watched a few of them, and I think your editing's amazing. So well done. Much better than mine was at the start. But
Ray that does the editing. So
is it?
Yeah.
But I think you've just got to enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, it's not a chore, you know. And don't focus too much on the views at the start. And to be fair, I still don't really focus on it now because, yes, they matter because it means that people are liking your content. But at the start, you're not going to get many views because the algorithm doesn't know who to send to your channel yet. And I think it becomes a bit of a compounding effect. The more videos you put out, the more views you'll start getting. And that's why you've just got to really enjoy all aspects of it. So you've got to, and don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest one for saying I hate editing because it takes me like 3 hours to edit a video, but I still enjoy parts of that. And that's part of the creativity for me. So I think as long as you enjoy it and it's never a chore, you'll keep growing and you'll keep enjoying it. And it doesn't matter about monetization and all those things as long as you're enjoying it. I see we've got the lovely ladies from Apex in as well. Hello, ladies. And interestingly, I've had them confirm earlier on that they're going to be coming on a live in November. So that'll be exciting to meet the ladies from Apex. So there we go. I don't know why Lulu's put I'm a smelly. I don't know. I don't know where these comments come from sometimes, but there we go. So tell me about your channel then. You've got up to 50 already, which is amazing. I suppose that first milestone that everybody thinks about when they start YouTube is getting that 1,000 subs. And it seems miles and miles away at the start, but it's amazing how quickly some channels grow. And I think yours will grow really quickly, looking at the quality of your videos.
Thank you. I never really had any mind in setting any milestones. It never occurred to me that I would even get 12 on that first video, let alone 50. So I just keep working at it and trying my best, and hopefully people enjoy it. Yeah,
yeah. So again, whereabouts in Scotland are you, by the way?
I'm in the borders.
In where?
The borders, right on the borderline between.
Oh, is that like on the coast, or is that on the border with the UK, with England? Sorry.
The border with England.
Okay. And is it nice where you are at the minute, weather-wise, or is it horrible?
Miserable. It's cold and wet.
Yeah. That was my first shock getting off the plane. Literally, I got off the plane and it was just like rain straight away. And I was like, oh, I'm back.
Yeah, the first time I went to Ibiza, the air hit and it was like stifling. And then when you come back, it's like, oh my God, I should have put a jumper on.
Yeah. Oh, we've got, in fact, that was Julie Zan's question, actually. I just asked it without even realizing. So Julie Zan actually asked that question. Sorry, Julie Zan, I kind of beat you to it before reading the question, but there we go. Lisa's asking, how do you feel now you've got a few more videos out? Do you feel more confident with everything?
Yeah, definitely a little more confident when it comes to showing it. But just the voiceover part and that's still very scary. I've got to listen to it back and I really don't like the sound of my own voice.
No, I hate mine. You get used to it though at the end of the day, and lots of people say, do you know what, they don't mind my voice and things like that. And I'm sure it's the same with you. I know there's different people around the world that all prefer like different accents.
Aye, there is.
And I love the Scottish accent, by the way. I think it's great. I love the Scottish, the Welsh and the Irish accents. I think they're brilliant.
The Irish accent, that's got to be just the Irish accent.
I was going to do an impression and Lisa said don't, you're going to offend people, so I won't. So what's your next make? Obviously, we've talked about the special make that you're going to be doing. What's your next make that you're sort of planning to do?
Well, I've just finished an order and I filmed that. Then it's going to be the special make, and from there it'll just be a couple of little makes till we roll into Christmas, and then it'll be Christmas molds time.
I've just been starting with Christmas makes.
Oh, they're cute. I've just got that mold.
Have you?
Yeah, it came the other day.
From Molds and Shapes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my first one I've ever tried of theirs, and you know what? I love how these have turned out. And
Yeah,
I did a set of 6 of them, and I wanted them all to be the same color to go on the tree.
definitely.
But yeah, and nothing actually went wrong in that video. I was quite surprised. Nothing went wrong, which is strange for me.
Fun.
I think you need to have a chat with your husband as well, your partner. He's saying he likes the Welsh accent. What's going off?
Oh, yes, he does. He really loves the Welsh accent.
You'll have to tell him off for that. Now, he's meant to be saying he loves the Scottish accent.
Well, considering he's English, then he should do, because he's here
now. So, I mean, with regards to sort of your sort of resin work at the minute, then, is it just resin that you're planning to do, or are you planning to mix any other mediums in it, or what you're trying to do?
Well, I've been watching Lula and Crafty Rat Janet doing paintings on their channels. I can draw. I'm not that fantastic at painting, but I thought I'd give that a try. And, you know, cleaning up some old little chests and trinket things and giving them a spruce.
Well, if you can draw, I don't know if you've seen my recent Halloween video with the UV resin.
Oh, yeah.
But you could try that. Let me just grab it. Oh. Now, if anybody's scared of clowns, turn away now. But yeah, this turned out really cool in the end.
It's beautiful.
And again, I used that Cure Pro just to top it, and look at that shine. Beautiful. But if you can draw, you can do that.
I need to give that one a try then. Well, not that one, but I'll find something.
And what, sorry?
I'll find a picture. I won't
Yeah,
do that
just
one.
try any. Or do you know what? What you can also do, and this is where I know some people don't like AI and tools like that, but actually, that's what I use it for. So it's like that butterfly tray I did.
Yeah.
I went onto ChatGPT and I said, create me a butterfly design, and I didn't like it, so I edited it. But it keeps coming up with different designs, and that's where actually, as long as you can follow the lines, you can draw it. And I think that's the exciting thing for me. It's got so much potential as to what you can actually do.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking I'm going to maybe do some like a wolf or a horse on my first attempt.
That'll be amazing. Do a Highland cow.
Do a Highland cow. Sorry, yeah, Highland cow.
I love them. I genuinely do. And do you know what? I've seen some artwork that I was going to buy once, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do one myself in resin. But it's like a Highland cow, but every little strand of like fur is like a different color, and it looked absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I've seen them. One of the cafes down the street sells pictures like that.
Yeah. Have you done let's talk about your worst piece then. What's gone wrong?
My worst piece would be, I'd say, just attempts at trying to do blooms and petri dishes. They never turned out well. And the biggest worst thing happens is when you do I've done resin crete and they've turned out wonderful, but because they're thin, they've just snapped.
Yeah.
And it ruins it.
I think if you're doing a thin piece with resin crete or Ecopo or anything like that, some of them are stronger than others, don't get me wrong, but you've got two choices. You can mix it with resin, which makes it stronger, and you still get that resin crete look, or you can put little jewelry wires in, and that really strengthens it.
Oh, I need to
Do you know the jewelry wire that you can get?
Yeah.
You can just snip bits of that in, put it in, and that will really strengthen the piece. Because I did a holographic hummingbird piece, which again, it's meant to be a wall art piece, but if you just do it in resin, because there's only a small piece there, it will bend and break. So the way to fix that is to just put a piece of wire going through the whole thing, and it strengthens it.
Yeah, I need to give that a try then.
So you might want to try that next time. And anything else? Any other projects that you've sort of want to sort of experiment with?
Definitely want to try the 3D bloom. When I got your one, I thought it was just stunning.
Which one did you get? Because I don't know which one people got. Oh, wow. That was a nice one. I did like that one. Yeah. And I think that was just an alcohol ink one.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's got a little bit
Yeah.
through the alcohol ink. But yeah, I am determined I've got to be able to do something like that.
It's just temperature. That's all it is. And the more you play with the resin, the more you get to know it. And again, it depends whether you're using a thicker resin, a thinner resin, as to what the right temperature to start it is. But once you've got that temperature, you won't go wrong. And it's like me now. I predominantly use one brand of resin. And that's because I'm so used to that resin now. I know the right temperatures and how it reacts. And the more you work with the resin, the more you get to know it.
Well, only been doing it a couple of months properly. I haven't found the right resin and knowing exactly where everything is.
Next time you do blooms, have you got a thermometer?
I have one of those little digital ones.
Yeah, that's what I use. I use like a laser one.
Yeah.
And I only paid, I think it was £12 off Amazon or something like that. And it is the best investment I made. So it's like I now know that if I'm using a fast cure, for example, I'll start it a little bit lower. So I might start at 33 degrees. If I'm using a normal standard high gloss, for example, then I'll do it at 36 degrees. And then it's just knowing those little differences. And then it's also experimenting. So I don't know if you saw I played with the Cure Pro for the first time the other week from Apex.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I'd used that. And it's weird because it shouldn't have worked technically because it cures, temperature's not meant to affect it. So I thought, how's this going to work? And I had to wait twice the length of time for it to get up to that temperature, but then it still worked. So again, it's just getting used to a different resin. And I think that's the key. And once you do that and you know the right temperature for that resin and you do that every time, you won't fail.
Yeah, no, well, that's a good idea. I'll need to get the thermometer into the room because at the minute it's in the living room drawer. But I have, because obviously just starting out, I have a variety of resins. So it's finding the right one that suits me. I've got the Tea Expert craft resin. I've just finished my 2 bottles of wet resin. So finding the right resin to start with will be a good.
Well, I'm just on that note as well. If you've not tried Apex yet, that they're putting up a prize for my 10K subscribers. So, and again, this is the first time I'm announcing this anywhere. So there is going to be a separate video on how you can get involved, but they've put up a £200 voucher for their website. So somebody's going to win it. So that is amazing. I've also had confirmation from Create and Bloom as well that she's going to do a £50 voucher from her website as well. So I'm going to get all of this set up over the next week, and anybody's going to be able to enter as long as they're subscribed to the channel. And that's already what, £250 worth of prizes. And I'm going to try and get a few more thrown in as well. Oh, I'm just saying. And don't forget, anybody, if you've got any... chat's just saying you've gone a little bit quiet again as well, Audrey. I don't know why.
I was just looking at the chat. Sorry, Apex Resins just asked if I would like to try some. Yes, please.
There we go. They're saying they would love you to try Apex, so hopefully you'll win.
Yeah, I would love to try Apex resin.
The problem is, once you start using it, you won't change. You won't go to another. And that's just me. And again, they support my channel, but that's not the reason I like using it. It's because I love the resin.
Yeah, they've been there for quite a long time now. Support.
Yeah.
I've seen them in other live chats and that.
But
yeah,
again, that's the great thing. They get involved with the community as well. And I think the UK based, which is amazing. And again, I think the fact they try and make it to people's chats and premieres and things like that, they actually care about the community, and that's why I love working with them. So that's just me. Julie Zan saying the deep pour is amazing as well. I like the deep pour. And actually, interestingly, I think I finally found a piece of wood for my table. So I've been speaking to somebody on Facebook Marketplace, because that's one of my dream things to do is like just a river table, coffee table. And I found a piece of wood, but it means me driving 100 miles to pick it up. So I'm just weighing up if I can get a bit closer than I like, or whether I'm going to go and drive 100 miles to get a piece of wood and pay £150 for the piece of wood.
Whatever your heart tells you is the right thing to do when it comes to that, because you're the one that's going to be molding it to what you want.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm only going to make it once, is the way I'm looking at it, because I'm not going to need another coffee table. I'm only going to need one. So it's got to be special. Now, the thing I really want is a slab of olive wood, but I can't find one, a nice slab of olive wood, because I love the way it looks. And I think in resin, it would really pop.
I've never seen olive wood before. Not that I can think of anyway.
There's probably loads in Turkey, but again, I couldn't get it on the plane.
I think customs would have something to say about that.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they weren't there. So again, let's hope they're not watching this, but I was a little bit naughty with my tobacco allowance. But there we go. Nobody was there because the flight didn't get in till, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning. So I got home about 4 o'clock, and then I just couldn't sleep. So I ended up washing all of my clothes from holiday, and then managed to get a 3-hour kip in the afternoon.
Well, as long as you had a good time, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, though, any questions, put them in chat, and then we can ask Audrey. But I'm going to do tonight a little bit different. So normally I leave this till the end, but I'm going to ask it now. Have you got any questions for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen you working on your videos. How do you manage in such a small space? I have an entire bedroom changed into a craft room, and it's still overloaded. How do you manage just such a small space?
I struggle, to be honest. Literally, you know my space. It's behind me. And literally, I've probably got 3 foot of working space. That is it. So it gets chaotic. I knock things over sometimes. But again, I'm in rented accommodation. So you work with what you can at the time. And I think that's the thing. I know Lisa as well. When I've spoke to her she's mentioned that, Lady in Resin, Andy, that's my daughter. Oh, is that a picture of your daughter, Lynn? I can't really see it on the screen, but she looks lovely. So hello, Lynn's daughter as well. Nice to meet you. But there we go. But no, I was just going to say it is difficult, but you work with what you've got. And I think I could just do really small pieces, but that's not me. I like bigger pieces, and that's when I spread into my living room and have to use my coffee table. But you work with what you've got.
It's just always amazed me how you do such great work with such a tiny space.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be appreciated for it, because most people say your space is a mess. And I'm like, well, it's because I've only got 3 feet.
Yeah, 3 feet's not going to be very able. It's not going to be great for keeping tidy when you've got everything round about you. And
don't get me wrong, I've got the same dream that everybody else has, is that eventually if my channel gets big enough to pay for it, I'll have a studio somewhere, 100%. But that's going to be 5 years down the line. I don't think that's going to be straight away. So until then, you work with what you've got. And again, I've known people who've got smaller spaces than me that just do like small jewelry pieces because that's all they can fit in their space.
Yeah.
Apparently the dogs are back. I don't know what he means by that. I think earlier on he mentioned that they wouldn't stop licking him, apparently, the dogs. What dogs have you got?
Oh, that Bella, she's usually with me. When I'm doing my voiceovers, you might hear her rubbing herself or licking or barking at somebody. But she doesn't like not being cuddled into and kept warm because she's a chihuahua. So when she's in your arms, she'll usually lick the side of your arm.
Oh, well, pardon me, but you may remember Reggie from my earlier videos, and I miss him so much. I miss the little tap dancing on the laminate floor, and when you've not got them, the house feels empty. I used to love coming home and know that he would always be excited when I got home, and just the little mannerisms. But again, I know he's got a better home now, so it was worth doing. But yeah, I just miss him so much, and that's why you haven't got that little pitter patter or anything like that in the background anymore. Hopefully one day though, when I buy a house, that's what I've said to my girls. When I buy a house, that's when I'll get another dog, because I know that I don't need to worry about. And obviously when I'm not at work for so many hours, because that's the biggest thing for me is I don't think it was fair for me to keep a dog and be at work in an office for 12 hours while they're sat in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, when you're monetized better and you've got more income in and you've got a house of your own, you can sell all your resin work and work from home.
Yeah, hopefully. Pardon me. And again, actually, on that note, do you know how I mentioned a couple of weeks ago I've started putting my pieces in a shop?
Yeah.
I had an email over whilst I was abroad, and I've actually sold about £150 worth in that shop in the last week. So I was really happy about that.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
It's a start, and everybody's got to start somewhere. And I think that's the thing. I know that this journey that I'm on, it's probably going to take me 10 years to get to where I want to be. And that's what you've got to commit to. I think most of these big channels that you look at, they've been doing it for 8, 9, 10 years.
No, they have, yeah. So I mean, one of the things that I always think about is I'm jumping on the bandwagon really at the end of a very long train. And there's not going to be many things that I can do on my channel that's not already been done before, because there are so many wonderful resin artists out there. So I know I might not be original,
but you're still original to you. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's so many techniques that most people have done before. It's almost impossible to keep coming up with new techniques because most people have done something similar before. Yeah. But if it's the first time you've done it, it's still original to you, and that's what matters.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to be trying once I get a little more brave on the idea of doing the blooms. I'm going to try and do some of them, and then maybe do some like bigger projects like the tray molds and the ones with the handles and that kind of stuff. Something artistic rather than just useful. And I know plenty of people have done those already. I've seen them. But I'm going to give it a bash, might as well.
That's it. If you've not done it before, it's new to you, and nobody can say anything different. And again, some of my videos, I think I've come up with an idea, and then somebody will say, well, actually, somebody did this 6 months ago. And I'm like, I didn't see it because I don't watch every YouTube video out there. And I think sometimes because we're creative and we work with the same products, we might come up with the same ideas naturally.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sorry about the voice. It's getting worse as we go on. It's just, as I say, on the plane on the way back. And I don't know why I did it. It was hot on the plane. So I turned that little air jet on. Do you know on the plane where you get those little air jets?
Yeah.
And I think as soon as you do that and you hear people coughing all around the plane, you know you're going to catch something.
definitely the air vent things are.
Apex have said that they're looking forward to having a look at some of your work as well, Audrey.
Thank you.
Have you got any pieces with you that you can show us?
Yeah, the ones that are in the upcoming video, I moved them over the side here a little because I wanted a bit of space on the desk. But I have a little, where are we? There we are. It's a
Oh, that's
hand
nice.
that's got a snake wrapped around the fingers holding a rose.
Yeah.
Little skulls on it.
I've not seen that mold before.
Neither had I, but my mum decided she wasn't going to be doing resin anymore. So she gave me a load of her molds. And that was one of the ones that was in it.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, everyone in chat saying that's a lovely mold as well.
It's the Toonfish colours I used in it, and the Tiny Turner Emma's ones.
Janet's saying she loves that as well.
It is, it's really beautiful. And then there's the snake round the skull.
Oh, is that the snake egg?
No, the snake egg's over there. This is the one that's a skull.
Right. Oh, wow, that's cool.
And it, I do it where it goes from one colour to another colour.
I really like that. Where did you get that one from?
I don't know, Tima, I think, maybe.
Or yeah.
I've had it for a while. But I get it so that it's one colour and another colour, and right at a certain point, I blend the two colours together. So
that is very cool. I would love that mold. I might have to have a look for that one.
It is. It's a cracking mold. The other ones are just all plain skulls. So
yeah. Well, I didn't realise, actually, interestingly, I didn't realise there were so many fans of skulls, because that's been one of my best-selling pieces in that shop. It's skulls. And I don't know if it's just because we're close to Halloween or if people just genuinely love skulls.
My very first little tiny town fair thing, I had all the dragons that I'd made, and I had a couple of smaller sized skulls and little, trinkety type Halloween-y, gothic-y stuff, and they sell it out quicker than anything else did.
Yeah.
There is a lot of people out there that do like the dark and the tab.
I'm thinking of
aesthetic.
I'm thinking about getting some raven ones as well, because they go really well with skulls, like some ravens and a few more dragons, because I love dragons. I think they're amazing. And I think there's so many different dragon molds out there, you could never have them all.
No.
But we've got a couple more questions coming through. So Lula is asking what your favourite make is to date.
My favourite.
And don't forget, guys, while she's getting that, any more questions you've got for Audrey, put them in caps lock in chat and we can ask them. It's a 15-minute warning because we will be closing this live out in about 15 minutes. So I can get a hot bath, some Lemsip, and get to bed.
This one is my absolute favourite.
Oh, wow. So is that all resin? Is that crystal ball part? Is that resin as well?
Resin. About 3 videos ago.
Wow.
It's hard, but I think it is just.
That's gorgeous.
And I love the way the ball is crystal. Just, it looks better either having something in it or just crystal light.
Yeah.
Rather than a dark colour. But that is my absolute favourite piece.
That is stunning. Everyone in chat saying that they love it as well. Karen's saying that she bloody loves that, but there we go. From the Dragon's Cave. A toddy is good before bed. You know, I might try that actually. Everyone's saying.
Toddy will set you right.
Oh, here we go. So Apex are asking a question. So Lisa, you don't need to type this one. Oh, no, she's just typing. She's going to tell me off now because I'm going to read it live, but there we go. So they're asking, are there any techniques that you've not tried yet, but you want to try?
Definitely the 3D blooms and
Yeah.
Vedic styles, because they were the first sort of videos I was watching with Daniel Cooper.
Yeah.
Way back. So definitely want to keep trying those.
Have you tried Petri yet?
I tried it, but it didn't turn out very well.
What happened?
The very first time, the blob. The second time, it didn't really do anything, so it didn't look right. So I just dragged a cocktail stick down it, and it ended up kind of looking more like a 3D bloom. But
Yeah. Your sinker was probably a bit too heavy there. I don't know if you saw the video that I did a few weeks ago, sort your Petri out. But on that one, I showed that it might not even be your sinker. It might be the fact that, because Let's Resin do a sinker, what a lot of us use. And Daniel did a comment in his video as well, in Daniel Cooper's video, where actually the sinker, depending on which bottle you used, had different amounts of that sinker white in. So it's giving inconsistent effects. So what I did is I actually watered it down. And the best effect I got was 25% sinker and the rest alcohol.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But yeah, Apex are saying they're looking forward to seeing your blooms.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, just genuinely, blooms, I think people can overcomplicate. And what I would say at first, don't try any heavy pigments or micas. Just do an alcohol ink one first until you've got that right. Yeah. Then you can move on to your micas and your pigments, because they tend to be heavier and they're more likely to sink. But with the alcohol ink ones, all you need to do is get that temperature right and get the white to like a skimmed milk consistency. If you do that, it'll work.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a try.
There's probably about 20 videos on my channel what you can watch before you do one of them on blooms. So hopefully they'll help.
I have watched a few of them.
Jennifer from Tiki Hut's asking as well, do you do any other art apart from resin?
Art, yeah, I like to paint and draw, mainly draw, because my paintings usually look rather flat.
Yeah.
I make quilts. I haven't done for a while, but I sew. I make handbags and quilts and stuff.
All right. Have you got any of those to show us?
I think I might.
Sorry, I keep making you get up now, don't I?
That's okay.
It's Angels Crafts, Sheila. So with a Z. So Angels, as in plural, and then Crafts with a Z. There you go. There's the link. Thank you for that, Lula. I forgot to ask you as well, Lula, how are you doing at the minute? How's your head? I know before I went on holiday, I think you were struggling a little bit with things. I hope you're feeling better.
I don't have it in the craft room.
Okay.
But the one that I'm doing at the minute is the one. It's got dark fairies and stars on it, which is what I'm doing for Lilith.
Oh, wow.
Or LG.
So you mentioned a couple of times actually earlier on that you'd got stop spreading my germs through the internet. They don't spread through the internet, you're safe. But no, you mentioned a couple of times that I think you said orders and things like that. So do you actually sell your pieces?
Well, I started a website for selling, but it's not done very well. These orders are from like Lilith's friends or family that buy them.
What website have you tried?
At the minute, it's a Shopify one, but it's only the low grade Shopify.
I tried that and it didn't work for me. So I only did it for the 3 months whilst it was £1 a month to trial it. And then I forgot to cancel it. So they charged me 25 quid and I was like, no, but I've now cancelled it. But I've got a new one that I've set up now through, I think it was Hostinger. And I just need to get some stuff on there, to be honest. But I've been concentrating on stocking the shop up. And that seems to be doing better than what I did online.
I remember you mentioned one time about your shop with Shopify not doing very well, and that put me into thinking about where to go next. But at the minute, it's mainly craft fairs that are few and far between in the borders.
Yeah. But I think, do you know what? Actually, what pleasantly surprised me was getting it into a real shop. And I think it was Lula that gave me that idea because she's got her stuff at the Something Emporium, I think, in Wales. And she sells quite a bit there. And I thought, do you know what? It's worth a try. So I found it. And don't get me wrong, it's not cheap. It's £72 for 60 centimetre space a month. And then they charge me 25% commission on everything I sell. But as long as I break even on that, I'm happy because it's also growing my channel because I've got my business cards there and people are following the channel.
Yeah, well, my business cards don't have potential on it yet, but I do have also, which I saw Lula doing with a little shop. And
there we go, the Craft Emporium. She just put it up.
Hers is down the high street. So I have a little shelf in the community hub down the high street.
But no, it's great that you're selling so early on as well because I think it just gives you a boost to know that people actually value your art and want to buy it.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, my voice is probably getting a little bit worse, but there we go. I didn't want to miss this live because I know I've been looking forward to meeting you for so long. And obviously when we've been chatting on Discord and things like that, it's never quite got to the point to get you on a live. And now we've got you, so it's brilliant.
Thank you.
So, I've got a couple more questions coming from. Beryl was asking, where do I sell my pieces? So again, at the minute, it's just in that shop, but within the next month, there will be pieces on my website as well, which is just CCUKResin.com. I've got a load of pieces. I just need to upload them.
Beryl's one of my customers.
Is she?
Yeah.
Make sure you still keep... Yeah, I don't want to steal your customers. Make sure you're still ordering from Audrey, though. But yeah, I think the problem I have is that because I work full-time, because I do 2 videos a week and a live, and I've got my girls, there's just not enough time to upload stuff. And I think that's the thing. If I need to find a virtual assistant that I can just send pictures of the stuff and get them to do all the uploading.
Yeah. You need an editor, somebody else to do the hard work, which I thankfully have my husband doing.
Oh, what was Janet saying? She's attempting New Monday, but somebody closed a shop stealing thousands of her glass art, and now they don't. Oh, wow. That is terrible, Janet. New Monday, I've heard mixed things about as well. So I've seen it advertised all over Facebook, but I've seen a lot of people saying that they're more about getting more members on there than actual sales. But again, if it works, it works. I don't know. But yeah. So, and again, thank you for that, Nikki, as well. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate the super thanks. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think you've got to keep trying different things, and that's what I've learned. I'm one of those people that I'll try anything twice, and then if it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, I try something new.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to try everything at least once.
And it's like I thought, and this is where it can be very different geographically as well, because Lula, I know she does really well with her frogs. I think she mentioned a lot of those sell in the shop. I've not sold a single frog yet.
And in the shop, I've sold an axolotl.
Okay.
And some of the little jewellery pieces. But at the minute, I see that a lot of people are selling axolotls round about as well.
I've sold an axolotl, so I have sold one of those, which is good. But yeah, I just thought the frogs would do really well because I think they're cute. I really like them. But I've not sold a single frog yet. So maybe it's geographical. Different areas like different things as well.
Well, I have sold a couple of frogs at small craft fairs.
So Christmas is not far away. Have you got any special Christmas makes you're going to be doing?
I don't know yet. I had got a load of little Christmas molds from Timu, as every crafter. It's our sin. Timu's just, it's the bad place.
Yeah.
It's a bad place for your wallet.
Timu likes to take your money.
Yes. So I do have some little Christmas ones there. I can't remember what they all are now. So I'll do a couple of them. I think I'm going to do a resin tea light set. I think I've seen it once on Claire's channel, Claire's Crafty Corner. It's like a little village.
Right.
Houses on it.
I've seen those.
Kind of little houses is the little candles.
I thought they would look really cool if you lit them up somehow with fairy lights.
Yeah, it would look kind of cool.
Do you know what I mean? Put the fairy lights in the resin and then find a way to mount them maybe onto a flat piece, and then it would all light up.
Yeah, I know where you're going. Yeah, if you were doing it in resin, that would be a good way of doing it.
Yeah. So, and again, I've got loads of ideas that I want to get out for Christmas, but there's only like 6 weeks.
I know. It's scary. 6 weeks already.
Craziness. And obviously I still need to start Christmas shopping for my girls, so that's going to cost me a fortune.
Yeah, I've not started mine this year either. I've usually started in September.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary Beth. I've got some, just to Mary Beth, I've got some cough lozenges, which I will have after this live, and some Lemsip.
Yeah, Christmas I usually start September because I get all panicked and anxious about Christmas, but I haven't started here yet.
This time of year, it's crazy. And again, we've only got 10 days till we get those door knockers going trick or treat.
Yeah, we don't get that up here because what we do is we have a safe zone down the high street where our shops open.
Yeah.
So that the kids can go down around the shops safely with their parents. And we're just a small town. It's not like we're going to have lots and lots of hardened criminals. But it's still a safety feature for kids to be able to go out and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
And I've been roped in by the...
And speaking of Halloween, actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to share my screen because KD did one of his AI images again. And I think it's he's done 2 for me, and they're so cool. So I've got to show everyone just because KD's in chat, I think, still as well. And I love how even now, even way after the 30 days of lives, he's still sending me these. And I absolutely love them. So be warned, there are some scary characters in these, but I am going to share them just because KD spent the time to do them. And I think they're really cool. So are you ready? Who wants to see them in chat? Does anybody want to see these? Because if not, I won't put them up.
Oh, no, I want to see them.
Oh, there we go. Well, Audrey wants to see them. So look at this one first. Are you ready? How cool is that? Now, that was when I had hair. So that was before I shaved my hair off. Wow. Thank you, Apex. You really didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. But look at that. That's me, Pennywise, Scream, Mike Myers, and Friday the 13th. That is absolutely amazing. And then he did this one, which is just weird. And I think that's me behind the mask. And then he sent me, I think that's it now. Yeah, I think that was a previous guest. So they're the 2 that he sent. But thank you very much, Katie. I love how you're still doing these images and sending them across. I think that one, I'm actually going to print out and put in resin. And I'm going to write Happy Halloween on the bottom, I think, and then actually print that out and have it in resin.
Yeah, that would make a good keepsake, that one.
So there we go. So thanks for that, Katie. Really appreciate that. And Apex, thank you very much as well for that super chat. Really appreciated. Last chance. This really is the last chance, guys, for any questions, because we've only got a couple of minutes left. What meth there you wanted to see again, Lula? My biggest mistake.
He's so cool.
He's actually growing on me though now, but I'm going to put him out for Halloween. You know, it might scare some people.
Have him sat on your front door. Might keep the trick-or-treaters away.
It might. Well, last year I was really disappointed because I got really prepared and I'd got absolutely everything ready. I'd got loads of sweets in. I'd decorated the whole house and nobody came.
Oh, no.
So I was like, well, do I do it this year or don't I? I'd even carved a pumpkin And I've got a picture of it somewhere, but it was absolutely amazing, the detail I got in this pumpkin. And nobody turned up.
Oh, that's sad. I think that's only happened to me once.
Oh, what? Oh, where are we? Oh, there we go. Apex thinks Math Bear's cute, so that's fine. So there we go. But no, we've reached the hour, so I'm gonna throw it over to you. Have you got any more questions?
No, that was the only question I really had.
No. But what I will say is, if you aren't already subscribed to Audrey's channel, Audrey is one of the main reasons why I do these lives. It's to introduce you all to a newer artist that you might not know, and it helps us all grow together. So please go over to Angels Crafts with a Z on YouTube and subscribe. I think yesterday you were on about 27. I think today you're on about 50. In fact, I'm going to check again now because I'm excited for you. I want to see where you are. Let's have a look. So you were on 50, I think. You're up to 56 now. So that is great. And obviously, the most exciting thing for me is next year, we're going to be inviting everybody who's been on live back a year later and seeing how they've grown. And I keep track of this pretty much every week of some of the channels from where they came on to where they are now. And it is so exciting. Genuinely. I think Luna's probably in the lead at the minute. I think she's in the lead where she was to where she is now. But anything can change. And it's so exciting because the community is growing, I think, every week now. We're getting new people interested in resin. And somebody shared some news with me the other day, and I can't even remember who it was that was telling me, but I think it was Renee, actually, from Heart Creations by Renee. She'd read an article that said that resin art and resin craft is predicted over the next 2 years to go up by 300%.
Wow, that's a lot.
So it means that although there's a lot more channels now, which I think is amazing, you've got a lot more choice, it means there's going to be a lot more people looking for resin content and resin videos. So my advice to anyone that's thinking about it, and I'm sure you'll agree, Audrey, is just do it. Just click record.
Yeah, definitely. Just hit that little record button and get it out there.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
No? And then you get to come on alive and we get to meet you face to face.
Wonderful people on your channel to interview.
Well, there's wonderful people in the whole community, and that's what keeps me going. Do you know when I feel really drained? So I've had a hard day at work and I get home, and then I know I've got 3 hours of editing to look forward to. I look at my comments, and if there's been a few nice comments, that gives me the energy to keep going.
Yeah, it just gives you that little.
Oh, we're getting some results shared in chat as well. So Lula's hit 325k views today. Well done, Lula. Amazing. And we had one from Janet as well. Janet has gone to, I think she's 18,000 today. So well done. You know, it keeps growing. And that's the thing. Every video you put out is one step closer to where you want to get to.
Definitely.
So, no, it's been lovely meeting you. Thank you, as always, for coming on. And anybody, if you've got a channel and you're watching this back and you want to come on, let me know. I'm even looking at Instagram channels now as well. So even if you're not on YouTube, but you've got a platform like Instagram or something like that, and you want to come on a live. So what I want to do there is try and intermix both communities. And I don't think that happens enough. But I've been speaking to a few different channels who are bigger on Instagram than they are on YouTube, and trying to get them on the channel as well. So that'd be something different. Yeah, just let me know. If you want to come on a live, we'll get you on. We're going to get Apex Resin on as well on the 28th, I think we agreed. So that's exciting. Apex have said they can help on Insta. So brilliant. The more, the merrier, you know. And if it gets to the point where we get so much interest that we have to do 2 of these lives a week, I'll commit to doing them, you know, because that's what this is about. It is about us building the whole community to support each other and keep growing, you know. And I think each and every one of us has a space in this community we're going to get people that want to watch our videos, hopefully. But yeah, but thanks for coming on, Audrey. It's been lovely to meet you. Give your channel one last shout out before we close it out.
Angel's Craft. It's on YouTube. Go find it.
Go find it. You won't regret it. So, and if you're watching this back, please subscribe to both channels. We're here every week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. And I'll see you all next week. Thanks again to everyone in chat and the sponsors, Apex. You've been brilliant. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.